Hey everybody, welcome to Short Shot Archery. I'm here with John Demmer, the third.
Howdy.
2/3 in the house, by the way.
2/3.
He's the cooler third, though.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm also the third.
Nice.
I was like,
they didn't get it right the first 2 times, but they got it right the 3rd time.
You know, third time's a charm, they say.
Yep.
So, I'm going to be taking John out for smoothies. You have any smoothies in
Sounds
mind,
good.
John?
Maybe some mango.
Mango?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah?
Some pineapple.
I actually
mango or something.
haven't sized it up myself. Green Monster.
Maybe a mixed berry.
All right. Oh, you like a smoothie too? What smoothie would you like?
No pressure. You're on camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not. I am now. Thanks a lot. Selling me out.
All right. I think I'm gonna go for strawberry. Mixed berry. Two mixed berries.
Yeah, mixed berry.
All right. Here we go. So, you shoot a lot more than just like the standard. What would you call the standard barebow that you shoot? Is it like just the World Archery barebow, or like? Because I see it as like you have it's a takedown riser and limbs. It's a 3-piece.
Yeah. For the most part, it's World Archery barebow style rules.
Okay. So is that what you would? What is that? What I should be like calling it? Like when I talk to somebody about barebow, and I want to talk about the type of barebow you're shooting, I usually tell them, oh, it's the World Archery.
Yeah, World
rule.
Archery or U.S. Archery.
All right.
Same, like U.S. Archery is the government, like subsidiary of World Archery. So
Okay.
yeah, either one would be good.
Oh, we're supposed to order this way. Uh-oh, I'm breaking all the rules. So then your friend that shoots a longbow then, as long as he's following World Archery rules, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, he
right?
can. Yeah,
All
he
right.
can fit under there. Yep.
All right.
As long as his arrows are the right size, yeah, he can fit under.
Okay, very cool. Hello.
Are we ordering here?
Ordering. Oh. No, my bad.
Wrong.
Bro. All right. We would like 1 strawberry and 2 mixed berries, please.
Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
$13.50.
Okay.
You can insert your card here.
Are
All
you
right.
kidding?
I'm getting the strawberry.
Okay.
We can't all be a bunch of mixed berries.
Okay.
All right. Yes, please. Yeah, it said to pull it out. Is it good?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, we got straws already. Man, John is the man. He gets straws.
I think of people. Thank you for the smoothie.
Oh, no problem. So while we're waiting here for smoothies, my main idea behind doing this was, what's your ideas for like the future of barebow? Like for especially the last 2 years, especially after I met you shooting, when you were actually shooting Olympic recurve for Rio 2016, trying out for that team. That's when I met John. Everybody, if anybody doesn't know that backstory,
Yeah.
but
My brief stint of Olympic archery.
hey, you did a great job. All right, 2 are done. So with that, like I've seen you've promoted barebow so well. Like not just in like your shooting and like what you've accomplished with that too, but like I see you on Facebook like all the time, especially for like this shoot. Hey guys, remember to register. This is what we're at so far, like numbers wise. Get your friends to sign up. And then like when I saw you started posting about like Vegas, and now it's like getting into Vegas. What's your take from this? Like, where are you?
It's at a good point in time right now. Hopefully we're keep on climbing, keep growing a little bit more, but we're making some great progress the last 3-4 years. What we're trying to do is, for the most part, is catch up with the world.
Okay.
The European barebow side has just been dominating.
Oh, thank you.
For years. USA barebow has been lacking in interest, and I think that's where we were lacking in skills, because it's just the interest wasn't out there. And the more people get interested, the more ideas get tossed around, and the more it self-promotes the class and just gets people interested in getting better.
You got the wrong one, Joe.
Perfect. But I think we'll
go
in a
and
good
sit down
position right now, and
Okay.
I think Vegas was kind enough to give us an opportunity to join the shoot with our own distinct class. And the first year, I think we're at like 138, which blew away all expectations they had. They were hoping that we'd get at least 40.
Okay.
So the first year was quite successful, and I think if we keep growing it, I think we can end up getting inside the World Archery, possibly into the World Series, like the Indoor World Series.
Okay.
And that would just absolutely do fantastic things for
right
just the validity of the Barebow side and just the popularity and just keep it growing. So that's what I'm hoping that happens in the near future, couple of years.
Yeah, because that's what I was excited about, because I saw the rapid growth just at this tournament, and then NFA and Vegas getting really interested in opening up a division they're opening up a flights division, right?
Yes,
it's not just championship anymore.
The championship. The championship is still the old traditional NFA Barebow compound side, and the flights is going to be under a World Archery format where you still have to shoot. That bow's still got to fit through that ring. We're still shooting 23 diameter arrows, but yeah, just to give us a good baseline of a rule set.
Okay.
That's easy to transition from shoot to shoot.
Very cool. Yeah, because then I was starting to look at.
Here.
Good.
Yep. Can I have my straw?
Oh, there you go. So then I was starting to look at. I was like, wow, with this growth, like there stands a good possibility. You said, of course, getting into the Indoor World Cup Series, which I think is a definite. That would be awesome.
Yeah, they gave us an opportunity.
Oh,
we weren't in the Roma tournament under World Archery, but we were in the Roma tournament. So they gave us an opportunity. Luckily, we have some friends in Italy that help promote it and push it. Not just from the Barebow side, but from like the Olympic recurve side. Some friends saw that Italy is very, very strong in the Barebow side, that they felt bad and want to give them an opportunity to compete. So our first year we had, I want to say, somewhere around 67 men and 40 women in the Roma tournament, which was great, and hopefully World Archery sees this, other organizations see this and just open up the opportunity. But at this stage, it's probably be more beneficial if they're very selective. Maybe open it up in the venues that have a very strong Barebow side. Like Italy is perfect, Roma is perfect because the Italians are so strong. There's so many.
Okay. Okay. So you're saying like if they just suddenly just open it up to like all the indoor world events, it would be too staggered.
Yeah, it might not go over as well as if you start it in the strongholds and then build themselves out.
Okay, that makes sense because like they started it out here, and now we got Vegas taking it up, and it's like, but it's grown so strong here. So I think that's a really awesome idea, because instead of having so much available and then the numbers being so low, you're concentrating everybody at one event and then
building that interest, just keep growing that interest.
Exactly. Yeah, no, because I hear like from last year to this year, like you hear so much more about Barebow, like so much more is being covered, and then like the year before that, it's all just like I am watching it build upon itself. So it's really cool to be able to talk to you about this. So some like I'm not really crazy ideas, but some I guess more extreme ideas I was thinking about in the future. Like, what are your feelings on it getting into at some point into the outdoor World Cups and things like that?
That's going to be tough. Like the indoor side is definitely way easier. A lot more people shoot indoors. I mean, you guys, I'm sure, see it too. If you take indoor nationals and then target nationals, the indoor nationals just blow away the numbers.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And it's the same thing for us. Outdoor national, like the outdoor cups, is probably going to be a tough sell for a while unless they open it up to possibly just one division. just Barebow Open, or Barebow, maybe men's open, Barebow women's open, and just one class, all ages. That might be probably more successful in the beginning than just opening it up to all age classes, because outdoors is a little bit harder for people to get around and shoot. Just summertime,
availability
vacation
of
time,
range and the experience.
travel.
Too,
There's
right?
a lot of different traveling.
Okay.
So our outdoor numbers are decent. They're just it's hard. It's harder to grow on outdoors because not as many. It's not as accessible to as many people. And we might be a kind of old class, but we have a lot of new rejuvenation. So that part it seems to be a little bit slower on the outdoor stuff, but the indoor stuff, it's easy. Like I said, it's just easier to build because half the country it's too cold to shoot outside. So half the country they're already shooting indoors.
And you can do your local shop too, because every local shop usually has about 18 meters, 20 yards, so you're covered there.
Yeah, the accessibility is just way easier. For me, for instance, where I'm at Target, I would say I'd have to go within a 2-hour radius. We might have two places to shoot for outdoors.
Okay.
Indoors, 20.
Wow. So that's a huge difference. So hopefully, as even with the other divisions, you keep building up archery in general. Then it'll grow the opportunities not only for Barebow but for everybody, because more ranges will be like, hey, you know what? That empty lot next to us, we can make that into an outdoor range and actually make it profitable.
Yeah, and I think that's I think what makes Barebow very successful right now is you have a good handful of people that just promote it, that get it out there. Say very encouraging to come out and join us. We don't care if you're shooting great yet or you're shooting really good and potentially will beat us. We don't care. Just come out, enjoy the fun, and just keep it rolling. You don't tend to see that as often in other classes.
Yeah.
I think that's what holds some of the classes back, a lot of the growth. I mean, boy, if you had some of the big names just like absolutely push it, say, hey, come on, get out, shoot with me, shoot with us, I think that would do wonders for just the whole archery in general, and it would help Barebow as well.
Oh, of course.
But it'd help everybody.
Oh no, you have an extremely valid point on that. It's almost like some divisions do have there's a safeguard on what kind of knowledge other people are allowed to. Not that that's like everybody, by the way. Just like sometimes you get a bit of a feeling on that, but again, it is more and more like I'm always willing to help people with Olympic recurve and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And but Barebow definitely like takes the cake. Like, you guys, like all of you, it's like having it's more than just having like you're a family. Like you help each other, and like not that it isn't a thing in like Olympic recurve or compound. But you're just there for each other so much more, and people aren't afraid to ask questions. Number one, and then they can trust in the answers they're getting. Like you guys genuinely try to give the best, most accurate information possible, and you have so many more you have so many resources coming in.
Well, that's what it's. We're just trying to grow the class. That's pretty much all our motivation is get as much information out there. Try to help people as much as you can, because the more information they have, the better they're going to shoot. The more they're going to enjoy the sport, because they're going to grow. They're going to grow faster, or just grow in general as an archer, and that's what makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, because I do partially the same thing. Like I get people all the time through the YouTube channel where they're like, hey, I want to start shooting archery. And I tell them, if you don't want to put out the money for Olympic, recurve, go Barebow. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
and you find out
a same sage
exactly
can get like your skill isn't going to be limited by your equipment. So anybody that's really talented can shoot a same sage well.
Yes.
So it's something like that you can get into it really cheap. It's just a simple, $10 weight, $15 weight, a riser, and a set of limbs. You can realistically get into it $300 and have a very capable piece of equipment that can perform.
Yeah, and that's what I tell people. Maybe not exact as you, because you guys clearly have it dialed down on like a good start, which is really great. I appreciate you sharing that, because then I can direct people that way in the future. But exactly, and then if they have a good time with barebow, and then they can stick with it, and that's cool. Like I enjoy that. It's like yes, more archers, and then it's easy if you want to go add on a sight and stabilizer. Yep. It's more of an investment, but you're not losing anything. Where I feel like some people when they switch like complete divisions, say from like a compound to a recurve, they're like starting all over again, and it's like what. I try to tell people start with the barebow. It's good overall. People have a lot of fun with it. The community's great, and then they let you go to say Olympic recurve if you want. But if you don't, fine with me, cool with me. There's plenty of opportunities and good times for
yeah, and the opportunities for barebow they're becoming more. Like we have Lancaster Classic, like we're here right now. It's one of the most sought after tournaments for barebow around the world. Indoors, I would say it's the shoot for barebow. Vegas, if they get that into the World Cup somehow, that's going to be just as important. Like we have another great opportunity. Roma opened up. I think they're going to do that again. So I mean, there's 3 great indoor opportunities right there, aside from the normal U.S. Archery or NFAA.
Anthony, come check this guy. The blue guy.
Oh really?
Yeah, the blue.
Oh no.
I got blue.
Okay. Sorry, John.
I want to know if they've got a lot of kids coming.
Okay.
Younger kids.
I want to know that too.
Oh,
you
really?
don't know. Have you seen any?
A little, but it's weird because there wasn't a lot to begin with. So now we're starting to see they're trickling in. And I know some of them are kind of frustrated because there's not a lot of competition yet. Hopefully down the road, but it's got to start somewhere. But yeah, the opportunities for barebow, it's nice. We got, like I said, Lancaster. We got Vegas, Roma. That's indoor stuff outside of the normal U.S. archery or NFAA archery, and then outdoors we have. It's getting more aware for the U.S. side anyway, but field worlds for World Archery has always been there, but the last I'd say 10 years or so, it's becoming more popular in the U.S. for the barebow side to try out for it.
Well, even for the recurve though, like Olympic recurve, because I know.
Well, Jake started winning gold.
Exactly, and then like
Vic.
everybody started jumping in on it. And it was like it went from like 2 pretty good shooters, and then the third guy was sometimes hit or miss. Not that they were bad shooters, but now it's like okay, now like our 3 top target shooters are getting into it. Yeah, are getting. I was like, oh, this is cool.
With a little bit of success, it breeds a lot of interest in like Jake winning, Brady winning, Vic doing really well. I'm not sure if he won prior or not.
I don't recall.
But all 3 of them doing really well. It pushes that to get more interest in it. It's just like barebow. Like a long time ago, Burns. I think Burns won, and then recently Allen. Well, Burns was pre-social media, and then Alan started to get in there. Alan won. He was on YouTube, and then Ben helped win team gold. Alan won team gold. I won team gold, and like every year we seem to be getting more and more interest in the barebow side for field, which is great. So we have that opportunity, and now we finally got enough push to get involved into the field worlds. Last year the men's won team gold, and that's building up more interest for this year. This year is going to be a world 3D team.
Oh, okay.
So it's building up even more interest this year as opposed to last year. Last year we didn't fill out all the classes. I think barebow we filled out, but instinctive we were short, and longbow we were short.
Okay.
But that success is now breeding more interest in those divisions as well as barebow. So it's going to be a little bit harder to get on the team this year, but that's another opportunity we have. And next year we're going to have the World Field Shoot is going to be hosted by Yankton.
Okay.
So we're going to have all the internationals come to Yankton and compete. And what makes that a special year for next year is it's also the World Game Qualifier year. So for barebow and recurve, the World Games is field.
Okay.
So that's how we earn spots, is how we perform in Yankton. So the top 10 countries get a spot, the winning country gets 2 spots, and the host country gets 1. Interesting fact, the next year for for the World Games is in Decatur, Alabama. So we automatically get a spot.
Oh, that's awesome.
So now we have an opportunity to build on that number of spots that we can get into the World Games. So if we finish top 10, we get 2 spots because we already the host country, and if we win, we get the 3rd spot. So we have an opportunity to get a lot of interest in archery, but in field archery for Barebow and recurve.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. I'll get everybody real pumped up about it in the United States. Like, wow. All right.
Yes.
This is fun. I want to get into Barebow.
So yeah,
Look how well we did.
For next year trials, I think we're going to have a lot of Barebow shooters. We've had a lot last year. We got our interest is growing so much. Last year, we were pushing half of the attendance was Barebow, and recurve wasn't too far behind. I mean, it was split between recurve and compound, but with the World Games year, you're gonna have, I think, a lot of, I think Brady's probably gonna try out again.
Yeah.
We're just gonna need some help on the recurve side. I think Vic will probably try out again, but I don't know if Jake's gonna be shooting anymore or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's up to.
But yeah, it's exciting times for the next couple of years. We'll have the Field Worlds, and we'll have the World Games.
Nice.
Which happens only once every 4 years, so that's what makes it special.
Yeah, it's your version of the Olympics.
Yeah, that's like our Barebow version of Olympics. So that's pretty cool.
On that note, what are your thoughts? And I know there's a lot of work ahead, but what are your thoughts on the possibility? You think Barebow in some form, either through field or just target? You think it'll get into the Olympic Games at some point? If the growth continues enough in the U.S. and globally, of course, because you need everybody.
There's always a potential.
Okay.
I would love to see it happen, but if we don't show support and we don't show up to shoots, and we don't continue build on the interest, then it's not going to happen. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Because nobody's going to volunteer and say, hey, let's open this up to a class that doesn't have a lot of participation. So we have to work for it. I'm hoping it can happen.
Okay.
But I would really like to see it in the field side, because I think field's more exciting. If they can video golf, they can video field somehow.
I think that's what I was thinking.
Roving cameras.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you know what? The idea of at an Olympics having Barebow as its own category, doing field would be a whole new take on archery.
A challenging field.
Yes, exactly. That your normal person at home never really thought of. I think that would be exciting, and
it's a good mix. It's not I know 3D here in the States is very popular. It's kind of popular in Europe. I mean, field is pretty popular in Europe, and I think field, if you get the angles and the settings, I think it's a very good compromise of not having 3D, because you're still going to be out in the outdoors. You're still walking the woods, the fields. You're shooting on uneven ground. You're shooting side hills, down hills, up hills. It's pretty neat. I really enjoy it. It's quite challenging. I think it would be pretty good for TV.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's got to work for TV, but I think it could be more exciting than just watching a target.
Exactly. No. Because there's so much change every time there's a new shot to be taken, or just a new target to shoot at. So that'd be pretty cool. So just to wrap it up, for somebody getting into somebody watches this video and they want to get into Barebow, what are some resources they should look at?
Oh boy. A lot of them we're getting more and more away from online forums.
Okay.
We're getting more into social media, so Facebook. There's a lot of decent groups on Facebook. There's a Barebow group. There's a lot of very good shooters on there that you can ask questions.
So basically, just search Barebow groups on Facebook if it's something you're looking to get into.
Yeah, it's any kind of Barebow groups, or just find any of pretty much any Barebow archer that shoots. Just reach out to them, send them a message. I know my friends at the Push Archery, they do a lot of stuff for Barebow and stuff like that. They have they have a learning center and stuff where I'm involved a little bit. That's a good place to look. Pushback.com, I believe it is.
Okay.
The Push Archery.
Yes.
The tuning for tens is a good resource to use for tuning. I know Rick just updated it for a little bit for the Barebow side.
Oh, nice. All right. I used to use that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
it's a helpful website. That and just reach out to just reach out to people on Facebook or Instagram.
Yep. And people that you run into it, like your shoot, just talk about Barebow. Okay. Very cool.
We seem to be very open. You got any questions? We always try to answer them the best we can. We're not trying to keep you down. We're trying to build you up as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, John. It's been a real pleasure. Hopefully you're enjoying your smoothie, even though you got to. You've been talking a lot.
It's a little warmer now, but it's okay.
It won't be so icy now. You won't get a brain freeze.
That's one upside.
All right. Well, that's me with John Demmer here at the Lancaster Classic 2019. Big thanks to all the Barebow sponsors too. We got a ton this year, right?
Yeah.
We had Yost, right?
Yost.
Spigarelli. What were the other ones?
Gilo.
And was Galaxy sponsoring again? This one?
Probably
All
Galaxy
right.
and probably TriTag.
Oh, perfect. Awesome.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much. Good luck tomorrow, and
Thank you.
happy shooting, everybody. Awesome.
That went okay, I think.